on everyone, Liam Catterson here, and today we're reacting to episode 13 of Firefly. I was going to say season 1. It is season 1, but it's the only season, and I don't need to specify which season it is, because there's only one existence of episode 13, but here we are. I know, it's sad, because not only that, with 2 episodes, well, once we're done with this, it'll be 1 episode left, and then you've got to deal with the film, of course, the Serenity movie. Of course, that's going to be a bit tricky to post, because movie reactions are not as lenient as TV show reactions, although nowadays I don't think it really matters, because everything just gets claimed and blocked left, right, and centre, so it's like... but in all seriousness, I'm... still struggling to think of what to do regarding the movie. I'm still going to do a reaction to it, don't get me wrong, but I'm wanting to know what method works best for me. Because I've got a few options lined up, of course. Now, I am wanting to, risk putting it on YouTube, and I know that might be, foolish to begin with. I don't know, it's just I've seen a lot of people post film reactions. I know Electric Brit Smash have done 4 and Wonder Woman reactions, and they seem fine for the most part. I've even seen someone do an Avengers Infinity War reaction, like the movie. Like, what? How do you get away with that? Do you have some kind of, voodoo thing that I should learn? Because I would love that. So, if I did it to this movie, knowing my luck, it would probably still get blocked or whatever. Of course, there's Google Drive. But I've also considered another option, regarding potentially a mirror, maybe. And I could play the sound from the episode, so you'd still get PIP in a sense, but it would be from a mirror, because they usually detect visual content rather than audio, though they can be picky with both, so... I could put a mirror alongside me, although, this is a bedding area, so it's like, you're gonna have to be very, very careful or not freak the hell out. I'm also thinking, and this is probably going to be unlikely as well, that I could, do a reaction via my laptop. Like, I could, put the webcam right here or something like that and, stream and have a timer. So there's no PIP, there's no audio, but there's a timer so you could, watch the movie along with me, if you want to, of course. I know it's not the preferred method, but it would be a full reaction as well. And it wouldn't get blocked or anything because there's no audio, there's no visual, so yeah, I'm free as I choose. Problem is, I don't think my laptop's that, good enough to do that, but we'll just have to wait and see. I might test it out, I'll stream something of me, like me playing a game or whatever for an hour and a bit and see if there's any kind of, problems with that. But it's a possibility, so yeah. But yeah, let's not focus on that at this point. I'll figure out a solution and we'll see what happens there. But yes, Heart of Gold. Last episode was really, really great stuff. Very appreciative of the emotional tone, of course, especially towards the end. And especially with how Mal and Zoe had, one of their wartime friends, of course, reunited, but of course he was killed due to a complication, which it was, because that shepherd thing was part of the plan, of course, and he, did jump the gun a bit, and, he was being a bit extreme, and, it was just really, really tough times, of course. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed the last episode. I enjoy all these episodes of Firefly. So yeah, with that said, let's just get on with this, because I've rambled on too long that I'm starting to muddle up now. So with that said, let's go.
Pedaline! It's a good thing you haven't left with my baby.
This baby ain't yours.
So you keep saying.
Oh shit!
This DNA is a match with mine.
Oh.
No. I will be back for my baby.
I thought he was gonna, yank a uterus out or something like that.
Let's go to the far left of the place setting.
Got a distress call coming in, some folks asking for help.
Really?
Folks asking for help.
I wonder who that could
Us
be.
petty crooks. Well, maybe I should take that right away. Well, it's for her. Huh? Oh, for now.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll take...
If they've got guns and brains at all.
They've got guns.
Payment won't be a problem. We just had to wait for this.
Yeah, they need
it's
that
gonna
protection.
be all right.
The house would tell you not to come. I know they ordered you to shun me when I left.
The house can genhotse bidiosa. I would have waved you long ago. It's
So is
just...
Doesn't matter.
So is there that bit of respect for
Who'd have thought we'd both end up all the way out here?
Who'd have thought?
Inara and this person,
Let me
like,
know what your
despite
people
their
say.
fractured house, it
Of course.
seems.
They're not companions.
Oh. I thought they were.
They're
Dress sense.
whores.
Oh, so they are
Thought you didn't much
literally...
care for that word.
It applies. They're not registered with the guild. They're...
Independent.
Yes.
Okie dokie. I
If you
was going to
agree
say,
to
the
do
way
this,
she
you'll
said
be
I'll drop you
compensated.
sounded
I'll see
like
to
they
it.
were on the registry.
I've put a little
You
aside.
can keep your money. Don't be needing no payment.
Ooh.
Last shepherd to come by was springtime, and he only read the one passage. And he took it out in trade off both of us.
Go for it. Go for it,
Everyone's
Shepherd.
got somebody.
You got me, Kaylee. You're an awesome person.
I would take you in a manly fashion.
Because I'm pretty?
Because you're pretty.
I take it.
You're an
reason
also
doesn't enter into
pretty
this.
special individual.
And there can be no mistake. Good.
Uh-oh.
Rance?
Yeah, the DNA is
The
his.
DNA matches.
Yeah. He's jolly.
The child is mine.
That's what he said. He'll come back for the child. So, yeah. You are the father.
Good. Math just don't add up. Our weapon stores aren't exactly overpowering at the moment, and I don't much like what we'd be up against. Nothing worse than a monster thinks he's right with God.
They really are. Like, he
I
is
turned
really
Burgess away
unstoppable.
once. I said, we run. We, my people, your people, and whatever bits of precious
I
you
was
got in this
thinking,
house
put
you
the-
can't bear to part with. We go to Serenity, and we leave Burgess in the dust.
She's not gonna go, is she? Like, this is home.
Captain
isn't it?
Reynolds, it took me years to cut this piece of territory out of other men's hands. To build this business up from nothing.
Andy.
It's who I am, and it's my home. I'm not going anywhere.
He'll kill
But-
you.
Yeah, it's
Kill
safety.
every last one of them.
Girls and I have been talking, Shepherd. We've been discussing what we'd like said over us if we should happen to fall.
No.
Oh, I love this
I
aspect of
buried
this
the dead,
of this religious thing.
No one here's gonna die.
There's people gonna die. People dying comes guts and screaming. That can bring on all sorts of screwed up behavior a person ain't used to it. When the time comes, most important thing.
This
people look
contrast,
at you.
though.
Clear?
You and I would make one beautiful baby. And I want to meet that child one day. Period.
Yes, yes. I mean, they're the official ship in Serenity, so
And where's he at now?
he's gonna start to get a bit more respect for
playing the
them.
dulcimer anymore either.
Because you can tell
You
he's.
are a remarkable woman. You don't mind my
Here we go. Here we go.
As long as it's you saying it and not my fine rice wine.
Well, it takes more than a few drinks to render my judgment blurry.
Nice thing to afford, so Malcolm, I've been waiting for you to kiss me since I showed you my guns.
Knew it was gonna happen. I just love it. Oh my goodness.
Okay with this?
I'm just waiting to see if I pass out. No story. Real slow.
This is so. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So Mal's actually gotten with someone alike to Inara.
So, you're okay? Well, yeah, why wouldn't you be?
I wouldn't say I'm entirely okay. I'm a little appalled at her taste.
No, you. I was thinking there's something between them, like two. Anyways, we've established that. I think she did want that spark with Mal.
Boss, you there yet? All but.
I mean, the fact he's chosen her
You didn't give me the whole truth now.
About what?
About her feelings for you.
I really don't know.
Looks like we got some imminent violence.
Oof. Oof. And she's gonna feel that bit of betrayal as well, considering the respect between herself and Inara.
Copy that, Mal.
Oh shit! They're on. They beat you to the punch. Oh shit! Well, at least say hi. Ooh. Oh, that's could be potentially fatal. Oh no!
What about done?
I mean, we did make this choice about staying and making a fight. You dare shoot Kaylee and we're gonna have words.
Boss, where the hell is my spaceship?
Yeah, take a go away! Open this door! Nobody's going.
Oh.
Anywhere.
Oh.
It's...
The boy. Healthy.
Hey! Hey!
Good morning, Petalene. How's my boy?
None of you... See, get him! It's crying because you're here. Get the fuck out of here.
This is my blood, woman.
No.
Yes! Yes!
This is
Slit his throat! I would just slit it because he's a dick.
Or I'll spill more than you can spare.
Oh! Oh! No! Mal, put him down. Put that Burgess dick down. You are gonna be dead. You are one dead motherfucker. Oh! Not so fancy, is it? Low battery. Go on, Mal. I would have shot him. Douchebag.
You bring my baby out right now! You hear me?
Jonah, say hi to your dad.
Holy shit, Henry!
Jonah.
Okay, that was savage.
Go on home.
Holy shit, Pedaling!
You go with him.
Because she was a spragger.
Yeah, I wish I never met her. And I wouldn't have failed her.
That wasn't the way of it.
It's a kindness. But nothing you see will convince me different.
Well, I'm still glad.
So you weren't before?
She felt something.
Something I should have done a long while ago.
Oh my god, oh my god.
And I'm sorry. For both of us that it took me this long.
Them two. Come on, come on.
I'm leaving.
What? No! Oh. Who's that attachment? I thought she was applying something. I thought we were going to have our first Malinara thing, I guess. I mean, if you want to dismiss our Mrs. Reynolds, of course. Ah. No, Inara. But it's what she says. It's this bond. It makes us stronger, and she should have left in the first place. It's that attachment. Oh, no. Ouch. That's all you can say for that ending. Ooh. It seemed like they were opening it up, especially layman's terms, life is too short as well. After, seeing how strong Nandi was with, her family, I thought they were gonna try something, because, I mean, we can't deny the fact that there's been, brief, snippets of them two getting, close to a relationship. Our Mrs. Reynolds, proved that, especially when, Inara tried to hide the fact that she kissed Mal. And I was expecting things to heavily develop here, and it did. It definitely developed here, especially when Inara found out that Mal slept with Nandi, and she broke down because she had that attachment, and she feels that Mal sleeping with someone she respects, and the fact that Mal couldn't open up there to Inara, it feels like a stab in the gut, and it was just really, really beautiful stuff, like to see, this kind of, relationship, tension unloose in such great way, I feel. I thought it was really, really greatly done, and now Inara has to, leave, especially with the fact that, she felt that that's her choice to make, especially with, I guess, the attachments that she's made with Serenity, and she obviously, I mean, it's evident throughout this episode several times that she did respect Nandi, of course, and she feels like this is a bit of this is a time for her to leave. Yeah, I just feel so. I do feel bad for Mal on a few accounts, of course, but I was so desperate for, Mal and Inara to get together. But then again, like I said, I mean, I don't know if I said this, although I might have done, because I'm trying something new with the reactions or something like that, so, yeah. But, Mal and Nandi had a really, really, great relationship, I feel, in this episode alone. Like, I do feel there was a bit more of a spark than him and Inara, if anything, so, which is really weird to say, considering the fact that I do love, my idea, like, I do love the idea of Mal and Inara being a couple, of course, but, that kind of, took a huge crash into the bollard today, I feel, with the fact that Mal chose to, have that affection for, Nandi. But the heart wants what the heart wants, I guess, but, Inara, felt something as well. But, there's that respectability with Inara, of course, and, the fact that Mal couldn't open up, but he could, I don't know, open up to, Nandi kind of, punches you in the gut. So I do feel a bit for Inara. I do feel a bit for Mal as well, because he actually felt some affection for Nandi, and it's just really, really sad for him, because, I mean, yes, you wanted that Inara and Mal ship to spark or whatever. Well, maybe some people didn't, but still, I did. And, he loses Nandi, and it's just really, really, one thing I don't get is, I don't know, maybe it's that, like, when so series 4, the Doctor loses his daughter. We all know what's going to happen here. And he was, well, then again, he had a bit more of respect, of course. He was more of a hero, whereas, Mal tends to bend the rules a bit here. But I'm thinking with Mal's character, surely he should have shot that, Burgess. Like, why? Why did he not? It doesn't matter either way, because, I've forgotten her name. She had a weird name, but, the girl who, this is the thing, with weird names, they just, yeah. But then again, I got Inara right, anyways. And I'm digressing, but yeah, she, just shoots him, say, hi to daddy, bye to daddy. I thought that was savage. I mean, the fact that she's holding a baby and she's, like, cold-blooded killing him, brilliant stuff. And I don't think that just reeks a bit of irony. Then again, his crew was, his numbers were dwindling, so I was gonna say it's a bit of irony that, the person who was, the target ends up shooting him, since we had this whole kerfuffle, setting up and trying to fend him off. But like I said, the numbers were dwindled, so, he couldn't really have any protection. He was all defenseless, and, yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty good. I love how similar the vibes were to, what was episode 4? I'm trying to think of the name, but yeah, episode 4, I'll get it in. Like, I'll, go back on my laptop and I'll be like, it was this episode. But yeah, episode 4, it felt so reminiscent of that. The fact that we focused so heavily on the Mal and Inara dynamic, of course, that kind of like claimant thing, cause of course we had that Atherton who was like, oh, she's mine, and we'll have a little battle between Mal and Atherton, of course, which was a little less hectic, of course, although not, completely clean, of course, because Mal did sustain a bit of injuries during that sword fight, of course. But there was that claimant situation, of course, with, Burgess being like, oh, so I'm taking the baby, she doesn't deserve to be risen here and that. But, it's not like they're going to corrupt, that girl and the rest of the other, I guess, whores, would you want to say? I mean, that's what Inara classed them as, I guess. They weren't on the register. They're not going to poison their mind. They're going to give her it's just that concern with growing up, but he has a real, complex, and, he's this kind of bully character, so yeah. But like I said, it's not like they're going to corrupt the, the little boy's mind, so yeah. And I think they all do a pretty good job, especially with the fact that, Inara was talking about how, how Nandi had a family going on, and now they've got to be stronger now that Nandi's gone, so, I think they'll do pretty good. But yeah, it was just really great, and how reminiscent this was to, episode 4. What I really loved, though, is the fact that we also got to delve into a few more relationships as well. Especially, Wash and Kaylee. That was really great. It was small, but it's still great, considering the fact that Serenity is a pretty big crew, and, you do worry there's not going, with 14 episodes, we're not going to be able to get around with everyone interacting with each other. But I really loved that. Also love how, Shepard had some relevancy, of course. There was a few people there who was interested about, he was religiously interested, which was really great. And I thought, like, with everyone there, like, everyone was involved, to be fair. I mean, we know that Mal and Inara was the heavy focus, of course. But Jane, he had someone, of course, with his crazed mind, of course, and, he had someone, of course, but it was kind of eerie as well, considering the fact that, she was willing to follow his direction. Like, I don't know, she was like, not a companion in that way, but a companion like Doctor Who or something like that. Like, she was a great partner for him, because Jane was teaching her about, use these, like, in terms of weaponry, so it was just, I thought that was a really great moment, of course. And of course we know that, Simon was delivering the baby, as well as, River being assistants, of course. But yeah, it was just really, fantastic to delve into, Mal and Inara especially further. So it was just a really great, thing. The battle was really intense, of course. Like I said though, if I was Mal, and especially with the fact that, he just killed Nandi, I would have just shot him. Maybe it's because I'm revenge always comes down to death, in my opinion. Like, oh, you've killed a beloved member, whether it's family or someone you expressed interest to, you're dead. I don't know, it's just that kind of revenge thing. But, no, I was expecting Mal to do that, especially with the fact that he was playing around with the gun situation, like, ba-doo, earlier in the episode. So, stuff like that usually is a kind of a foreshadowing to what's to come in that. So, and I'm surprised I did pick up on that, like, considering the fact that any other time foreshadowing doesn't really, click to me, but here we are. But yeah, I just enjoyed that, like I do with any other Firefly episode. I'm just shocked by the ending, to be fair, because I was expecting some kind of open feelings between Inara and Mal. Considering life is a bit, poopy as well, but especially with what happened to Nandi, I thought they were going to open up some feelings, considering Inara feels for Mal, and Mal is a bit wobbly with this whole dynamic, of course, but you do sense it, of course. But yeah, like I said, I was shocked with the ending, and it was just really, really interesting, and I'm assuming that's the last we're going to see of Inara, considering we've got one episode left. I doubt she's going to make oh, I made a mistake, I'm coming back with y'all. So yeah, I doubt she's going to come back. And we've got the movie to go through as well, so she might come back there, but I doubt it. But yeah, I just really, really enjoyed everything, of course, and it was really, really great. The Western vibes was really, really fun stuff to divulge in. But yeah, it was great. A lot of I'm wondering, there was a bit of kerfuffle with Kaylee and Simon as well in the beginning. I thought they would patch things up with the death of Tracy, of course, in that funeral. When they held hands, of course. So, yeah, it seemed like there were, there was a bit of a snippy comment, earlier there, so yeah. But no, it was just really, really great stuff of an episode, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed that, so, oof, is all I can say between Mal and Inara. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!